Formula One has a rich history in breaking the boundaries of technology. From the early days of aerodynamics to the game-changing efficiency of modern hybrid engines, F1 is always pushing towards the future. And the next revolution is just around the corner. We're working with all the major fuel manufacturers in F1 to develop a 100% sustainable drop-in fuel to be introduced with the next generation hybrid engine in 2026. But what is sustainable fuel? How is it made? And how could it affect you? Our fuel will be sustainable because it won't add to the overall amount of carbon in the atmosphere, but will still be able to power the world's 1.5 billion cars and trucks, keep big logistics networks operating, and work with existing fuel infrastructure all around the world. To make it, we'll start by extracting carbon from existing responsible sources. It could come from non-food biomass or household waste, which can be reacted at temperatures over 700 degrees to turn them into a gas, or even captured as carbon dioxide directly from the atmosphere itself. These gases will then be put through a series of complicated chemical reactions to turn them into liquid hydrocarbons, or synthetic fuel. And because we'll be removing as much carbon from the environment as we're putting back into it when it's used in our engines, overall carbon levels will stay the same, and the new fuel will be carbon neutral. And as with everything in F1, only the best will end up on top. We're shaping our rules so that different manufacturing methods can be trialled and used. This drive to make the most powerful, most sustainable fuel will push development through the crucible of competition. And not only will this new fuel help F1 reach its ambitious goal to be net zero carbon by 2030, it could have a huge positive impact on the way we all get around in our day-to-day lives. We call it drop-in because it can be used in your current road car. It will allow us to keep on driving without building new cars or making expensive modifications, and it will also use existing distribution networks. So these sustainable fuels can have a major impact on all of our lives, reducing the carbon coming out of our cars, helping F1 reach its net zero carbon goals, and steering us all on the way to a more sustainable future.